Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Isaac Newton. People called him Little Newton. He was a very curious boy. Every day, he loved to find a quiet spot under a big tree, sit there, and just think about the world around him. One sunny afternoon, Little Newton made his way to his favorite old apple tree. He lay on the soft grass, looking up at the sky. The clouds were slowly drifting by, like big, fluffy cotton balls. The birds were flying here and there, singing their happy songs. The leaves on the tree were dancing gently in the warm breeze. As he watched all these things, many questions came into his head. He asked himself quietly, why do things move? What makes the birds fly in the sky? And what keeps the moon up there, night after night? Just then, he heard a thump sound. An apple had fallen from the tree and rolled right beside him. Little Newton sat up quickly and picked up the apple. He looked at it, and a big smile spread across his face. Then, a new question popped into his mind. Why did this apple fall down to the ground? Why didn't it go up into the sky? This small question made him very excited. He looked up through the branches of the apple tree and whispered to himself, maybe there is something that pulls everything to the ground. It's something we can't see, but it's always there. From that moment on, Little Newton started to see the world in a different way. He watched how raindrops fell straight down to the earth when it rained. He noticed that when he threw a ball into the air, it always came back down. He even thought about how the stars and the moon seemed to follow paths that he couldn't see. Every day, he carried a tiny notebook with him. In this notebook, he drew pictures of all the things that moved. There were falling apples, flying birds, swinging lanterns, and spinning wheels. He also wrote down his little ideas and dreams about discovering the secrets behind all these things. The people in the village sometimes saw him lost in his thoughts and laughed gently. They would say, Newton is always daydreaming. But his mother always smiled and said, one day, those thoughts of his will change how we see the world. Her words made Little Newton even more determined to learn and find out the answers. Years passed by, and Little Newton grew up. He never forgot that one apple and the question it made him ask. Finally, after a lot of thinking and studying, he understood what we now call gravity. He learned that everything in the world, from apples and raindrops to people and the moon, is pulled by an invisible force. One night, grown-up Newton went back to the same old apple tree. He sat under it and looked up at the sky full of stars. He smiled softly and said, the world is full of wonder. You just have to keep asking why. Sometimes the biggest ideas start with the smallest questions. So keep wondering, keep learning, and maybe one day your ideas will fall like that apple and shine bright like the stars.